up, guys? Alan Belcher here at Alan Belcher MMA Club, D'Iberville, Mississippi. It's Monday, September the 15th, 2014. Now, this is what my video is going to be about today. I wanted to make you guys something that you could use, that was real fundamental, but also high level at the same time. All right. So sometimes we do techniques that are specifically techniques. Sometimes we do transitions. All right, whether it be striking or grappling or whatever it is. And sometimes we do things that are conceptual, right? And it just kind of encompasses a whole series or something, you know. But this is even a little bit more deep than that. A lot of people want to know what the secret is to reading people's strikes. They throw the jab, cross. All right, they're going to throw a hook, an uppercut, a knee, an elbow, a kick. What kick's it going to be? How do you know when they're going to throw the teep? Because whenever you're starting to learn, you feel like you don't see anything coming. Even when you learn the block. Even after years of training, you still don't see the kick coming. So people are asking me, how can I get where I can block all these punches and I can do these techniques? So today I'm going to give that secret away, and I think that some of the professionals out there, they may even get a little mad that I'm giving away some of these trade secrets. So, the number one way to read your opponent and to figure out what they're throwing at you is you want to make them throw what you want to throw, what you want them to throw. Does that make sense? So the only way I can really be psychic and predict what's going to happen is that I'm going to make them throw something. How can I do this? A couple different ways. One way is I can try to throw a technique at them, like a lot of times a low kick or a body kick, and my opponent will answer back by doing the exact same thing, especially on the amateur level. So when this happens, I'm not 100% sure, but I can take a good guess that they're going to throw that back. The next way is you can do some techniques. You're doing your own thing. You're leading with your punches, your kicks. And sometimes when you jab or you throw a cross, your opponent reacts in one way. Like I have somebody that I spar with all the time, and every single time for the last couple of years, whenever I throw a jab, they try to counter me with the right hook. So I can make them throw the right hook. How? By throwing a jab. So I'm throwing the jab not to score it, but to make them throw the right hook. So I might go here and block, counter, here and roll. I can do that. I can here, block, kick. I can do a lot of different things because I know that they're going to do that. I anticipated it by reading what they're going to do. So the number one way to read your opponent, to know what they're throwing, is to cause them to throw exactly what you want them to. All right, number two, secret to reading your opponent and knowing what strike they're going to throw. All right, this one is about your defense. First off, you know the defense, but you can't figure it out, what they're going to throw. So what you want to do is you want to set yourself up to where your defense works for just about everything. Come here, I'll bring my man Kurt in here, and I'm going to explain kind of what I'm talking about. All right, so if, for instance, first off, with the punches, you can start to learn like this. Whenever he throws a jab, I use the same side to block it. Throw the jab again, I use the same side like this. Throw the cross, I use my left hand. He throw the cross, I use my left hand. See that? Just kind of, let me come here one more time. Stay in the front, Kurt. Throw the jab, block like this, throw the hook. All right, throw the uppercut with this one here. Okay, so all those I blocked with the same hand. So first off, I took away a lot of variables there by blocking them all with the same hand. Another thing is you have to minimize your movement. Make it real small and real elegant movements. So whenever he throws the cross, I don't want to do too much like this. Okay, throw the cross again. I want to tap it down like this and get it back up. That way, if he fakes me, it'll look something like this. If he throws an overhand at me, I still have time to use that same hand to block it. All right, so that's a little trick. So I'm kind of reading his shoulders, reading his movement. Yeah, you can see that coming, but my reaction isn't too crazy. A lot of you guys that see the reaction, when you throw the cross, you do like this, you're looking over here, right? Your arm's going like this, it's way up, and you turn your body all the way, and it's real slow. If I get that wrong, then something else is going to happen. Kurt's going to expose me on the next one. He's going to see that I'm making those big movements. If he throws a jab at me, I tap it there, I'm ready to throw a hook, whatever, throw a cross, boom, throw whatever you want. Okay, I'm here, it's all kind of the same. He goes to the body, throw the body shot. Sometimes I see you guys do the body shot like this. You block it with your arm way down here, and you put all your body into it and turn and do all this. It's too much of a movement. Just throw the body shot on me. Just move a little bit. Boom, throw the hook. So exactly. I don't know if it's going to go high or low. Boom, throw a hook. Turn this way. And I'll Kurt here. He can throw a hook to my body here, throw a hook to my head. All right? If he comes in, I'm expecting him to go to the body, right? But he might be programming me. I'm going to make him think I'm going to the body, and then I'm going to come to the head. So you can't never try to read somebody's movement. They could be trying to set you up. Best thing you do is build your defense to where it works for everything. Big movements like this, you can't do it. You just want a little bit. You just drop it and turn it. Just a little bit. Boom. Here, 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 here. This front hand, right? You don't want it to come all the way across here. You just bring it a little bit. Right here. Right here. Pop, 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 pop. It all works the same way. Uppercuts can't get in there. Hooks, crosses, none of that. All right, same way with all your other strikes. You try to minimize the movement. The number 3 way, and you're probably not going to like this one too much. You have to put in a lot of work, a lot of reps. Most people want to know the secret so they can kind of have a shortcut, right? So having the knowledge is a shortcut, but you still have to put in the work, and it's going to take multiple years. So if you're not willing to put in multiple years at jiu-jitsu or MMA, kickboxing, or whatever it is, you're not going to get there. So the work. What kind of work should you invest in? Whenever you're learning striking, come here, Shirt, and you're trying to read people, you're trying to learn how to defend, the best investment is to be able to do drills. You start with something simple. For instance, the jab. He jabs me, and I block it, and I jab him back. Like this. Jab me, I jab him back. What this does is subconsciously his mind's going to start to pick up my movements, and it's just going to be automatic. We add in a jab cross. So he throws a jab cross, pop, pop. Or maybe I'm working blocks like this. Jab cross, I block, block. Exactly. Again, jab cross, pop, pop. And I go back with him, pop, pop. So we're all working, throw the jab cross, pop, pop. Now we'll throw a hook, maybe a cross, hook, low kick. All right, cross, hook, low kick at me. To the cross, hook, low kick, and I block it. Throw the cross, hook, low kick again. Bop, bop, bop. And I work my blocks, and we go back and forth. So I'm working my offense and my defense. What this is going to do is build up the muscle memory, and it's going to build your eyes to see things that you don't even know that you're seeing. For instance, have you ever saw one of those paragraphs or sentences where everything is wrote with scrambled numbers and letters, but it's wrote in a way to where the S is a $ sign that looks like an S, or maybe the first and last letter of the word is the real letter. All the other ones are kind of mixed up with numbers and whatnot. But you can still read the paragraph really fast. Consciously, you're not thinking and having to figure that out. Your mind just does it on your own because you're used to reading, and you read across the whole sentence, across the whole page at once. Okay, you've heard of speed reading. It's kind of like the trick to that is they learn how to train themselves to read past the sentence and down the page so you can read a whole page fast. Okay, that would be like the next level. So your mind does this on its own. And doing these drills is like reading. And the more you practice reading, the better you get at it. And when you're a kid, you can't read very fast. When you're an adult, you can read faster. When you're an adult, you can actually read sentences and the words are, every single word is misspelled 90%, 80% or something. You can still read it. Same thing goes here. At first, you're not even going to be able to read when you know what's coming. So you're learning how to read, which is interesting because that's what this whole thing is about, is reading people. So thinking of it as reading a book. You're learning how to read words, read sentences, and eventually you'll be able to read these without thinking about it. And you just do it fast in its reaction. So, number one, you make them throw what you want them to throw. Number two, you build your defense to where you don't over-exaggerate it. You have minimal movements. And then number three, you practice, you invest your time in the right kind of drilling to build the muscle memory and to learn how to read people without thinking about it. So that's the secret to learning how to read what strikes that your opponent's going to throw. I hope you enjoyed that. Kurt, I really appreciate you. Subscribe to ProMMAtraining.com if you're watching this. We have some offers over here on the side for free video series. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.